Yeah, you read that title right. The U.S. State Department is going after Ali Abdelaziz, Triple C, Justin Gaethje, Kamaru Usman, and anyone else who has the audacity to leave the safety of the United States and travel to Russia or Chechnya and hang out with people that we consider on the baddie list. These guys are on the baddie list. If you don't know who Kadyrov is, hey, you guys just going and hanging out with Kadyrov? Don't you guys know he's a baddie? We put sanctions on him. We put sanctions on his family, okay? He's a bad dude, man. He's a bad... Oh, that's pretty good, dude. He's a bad dude, man. Anyway, so yeah, the State Department came out and made a statement about this today. And I read that just like, oh, I love it, dude. I love it. I love it. I'm not going to be able to do this video without it sounding like a Jesse on Everything video. If you guys don't follow my other channel, I would highly suggest you go over there and give it a look because that's where I talk about every other thing in the world aside from mixed martial arts. This just happens to be mixed martial arts that, crosses over into things I normally talk about over there, which would be like, the American government making statements like this and all the other statements that they make. I've been talking about Twitter a lot lately, Elon Musk and the things he's exposing, etc. Go give it a look. The link's in the description. So I want to talk about the State Department statement and how they went after, Ali and Gaethje and Kamaru and Triple C and just give you my thoughts on this entire thing. And hopefully I can make it entertaining and funny. We'll see, But before I get into it, the deal on this channel is that you can watch all of my videos as long as you subscribe. It's a handshake deal, gentleman's agreement. You could, I guess, just watch my videos without subscribing, but, it's kind of... doesn't seem like the right thing to do since I'm stating I'm stating the rules, jar at the front, take the candy, leave the quarter. So I would appreciate it if you guys subscribe and then you guys can watch whatever you guys want and go ahead and like and share the video, comment, etc. And then I need to thank a sponsor on this video and I'm going to show you that sponsor right now. Now, one more time for the people in the back. If you're looking for a present to buy your friend, your guy friend for Christmas, I cannot recommend Sheath underwear more stringently. And I am going to show you guys some B-roll that I had Bobby the Bank send me. He owns Sheath. And just like me and the MMA Holes and Chael and all these other amazing channels that support and are sponsored by Sheath, we're all wearing them, dude. We're all wearing them. And I'm telling you, get on the train. Because I know when I pick my underwear, I'm like, I wonder what kind of underwear Connor's wearing. And if it's a Sheath, I'm putting it on. What do you think Khabib wears? They're all Sheath. I'm like, I knew it, dude. If Khabib's wearing it, I'm wearing it. So that's kind of how I make those decisions. And hopefully you guys do too, because Sheath is what I'm wearing. It's what Chael's wearing. It's what the MMA Holes. It's what Chris is wearing. That's what it is. So use the promo code in this thing and you can get yourself some. And then you could sit back and watch this amazing video I'm about to tell you. Use the code FIRE. 20% off. All right. So how do I feel about this? Right. So the State Department came out. They're like, we need to acknowledge the connection between UFC fighters and dictators in Chechnya named Kadyrov. He is a bad dude. I'm not going to be able to do this without saying bad dude 100 times. He's a bad dude, man. He is torturing homosexuals and he is doing all kinds of crazy things, committing humanitarian nightmarish behavior. Torturing people, killing them. He's bad. He is a huge supporter of the Ukraine war on the Russia side. He is Putin's best friend, and he is again, super bad dude. So, look, okay? I don't care. I just don't care. I just, you know what I mean? I just want to make that perfectly clear. Let's say Ali Abdelaziz is my manager, right? And he was like, hey, Jesse, do you want to go out to Chechnya and hang out with Kadyrov? It's cool. I've done this 10 times. He's safe. He's cool. Do you want to go? I'd be like, sure. Yeah, I would love to go. I'd be like, hey, is Gaethje going? They're like, yeah, Justin's going. I'd be like, all right, let's do this, dude. Call Gaethje. I'm like, you're going to go, right? He's like, yeah, I'm going to go, dude. I'm like, it's safe, right? He's like, yeah, dude, it's going to be fine. All right, let's go. That's how I make decisions, dude. Okay. The day that I make a decision I'm like, hey man, have you read the State Department warning though? Have you read the State Department warning? They're saying it's not safe. They're saying it's not safe. They're saying get out of there. They're saying that those guys are dangerous. Look, my faith in the credibility of the United States government to say things that are based in kind of honesty that kind of apply to me directly recently, I would say my confidence has been shaken quite a bit, quite a bit. Now, at the same time, if they were like, hey, there's been a lot of Americans getting kidnapped in Mexico, I would suggest not going to Tijuana and be like, oof, okay, I'm not going to do that. Now, can you guys guess the difference? Can you guess the difference between the State Department telling me don't go to Chechnya and the State Department saying, hey, there's lots of kidnappings in Mexico, maybe don't go visit Mexico? What's the difference? What do you guys think? Military industrial complex, okay? We've got this thing going on in Ukraine where you have all these interests that I don't trust even a little bit, okay? Like, not even a little bit. I don't trust them because they're out siphoning money. Oh, we need to send money over there so they can buy weapons and they can blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, right. Okay, cool. Mexico, it's like, what do they benefit from telling me not to go to Mexico? They don't, okay? So that's the difference, okay? That's the difference. Well, these guys, these Russians, they're animals. They invaded Ukraine for no reason. I'm like, they invaded Ukraine for no reason? They invaded Ukraine for absolutely no reason. What do you think they would say their reason was? Well, I don't have any idea. Well, I'm going to promise you they wouldn't have said no reason. So what do you think they would have said their reason was? I don't think I need to speculate because I already know that they did it for no reason. Okay, well, they definitely didn't do it for no reason, okay? So I think what they would say is that we told them at the end of the Cold War that we would never expand NATO east, right? But then every single country that we said we would never turn into a NATO country, we just did, Like we were like, I don't remember making that agreement. Your guys' military is not very big, is it? What are you going to do, nuke us? Huh? What are you going to do, nuke us? And so we just swallowed them all up, dude. Just swallowed them all up. Then when we got to Ukraine, which sits on the border of Russia, which is all Russian speaking, and the majority of their people want to be, associated with Russia. And we were like, yeah, we're going to put them in NATO. And they were like, yeah, we're going to go to NATO. We pulled a coup, put our government in. We're like, yeah, we're going to pull them into NATO. And they were like, okay, no. Hard no now. Hard pass. Like, nope. No. Not Ukraine. I would guess that might have something to do with it. And then something about the pipeline, I don't know, something about oil distribution into Europe, something about Germany and France being reliant on Russian oil if they open the Nord 2 pipeline. I don't know, something about that. And then someone blew it up, dude. Super weird. It probably wasn't us, though. Wait, did you say that there was a video of Biden actually saying out loud that we would blow up the pipeline or we would stop the pipeline from opening no matter what? Yep, we did do that. Yeah, so most likely it was probably us. Yeah, but I guess that's probably unrelated to this entire thing, probably. Us saying, hey, we're going to be a NATO country, we're going to take control of your pipeline. I don't know. I'm just, I'm speculating here. Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm a patriot, but I'm not an idiot, Don't tell me he did it for no reason. And so if Kadyrov, who is one of his allies, his closest ally, is like, yeah, I've got his back over there. And then you're like, well, he's a bad dude, man. Don't go to Chechnya. I'm like, look, man, I don't have a dog in this fight. Okay. I'm not saying they're perfect over there. I'm not saying we're nothing but bad guys over here. But don't tell me I can't go to a shooting range with Kadyrov if he's being nice to me and Ali Abdelaziz, my manager, wants to bring me over there. Don't tell me that, State Department, because I'm going to go anyway. Now, I'm not suggesting that every American go. I'm saying that if you have a contact that is going to make sure you're going to be safe over there, then, maybe go. Maybe don't. So I don't really have anything to add to this other than I feel like the State Department maybe has lost a little bit of credibility. Did anybody watch the Ukraine hearings when they were trying to impeach Trump? I'm just curious if anybody watched that, because that was very, very eye-opening because they had like the ambassador, State Department ambassadors there, and they were coming in and they were testifying. And we're like, okay, so talk to us about what you're doing there. And their answers were basically like, well, our job is to work with the government in Ukraine, which we installed, which we're openly saying that we installed, and then work with the organizations over there, companies and such, that we're going to be able to get Chevron in there. We're working here to get Chevron in there. It's like, as soon as you actually hear them talking like this, you're like, Wait, so the government just exists to create like business deals for our corporations? It's like, yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah. And you're like, and then, so wait, walk me through again what we're impeaching Trump for. They're like, well, Trump, we greenlit a $1 billion loan for Ukraine. Talk about chump change now compared to what we're doing, right? $1 billion loan. And he said, yeah, what I would really prefer for you to do is maybe investigate whether or not Biden and Hunter were, corrupt on this Burisma deal where Hunter was making $1 million a year sitting on a board about an energy company that he knew nothing about. Maybe, I don't know, it's possible that was corruption money. And then Biden, when they started investigating it, Biden used that $1 billion loan to tell them, you have to fire the prosecutor who's looking into Hunter Biden. Otherwise, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. And I think maybe you should investigate that. Otherwise, we're not going to give you this money. And they were like, oh, you're impeached. You're all, hold up. So you're saying the vice president threatened to not give them money if they didn't fire his prosecutor, that the prosecutor in Ukraine, because he was investigating his own son that was working at an energy company in Ukraine, right? And they're like, well, I don't know about that. But what you're saying is you're going to impeach the current sitting president for threatening to withhold money if they didn't investigate the previous president who did the exact same thing, identical thing. They did the exact same thing. They're like, well, don't look at the Biden part. You're all, you mean the actual stone corruption where he's taking millions of dollars from this company over here and then he threatened them by withholding taxpayer money if they didn't fire that prosecutor? They're all, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, right. But we're going to impeach the current president for asking them to investigate that thing, or we're going to withhold money. Well, yeah, you're like, man, I don't understand. How are people so stupid? I don't understand. In this country, how are people so stupid? Am I saying, oh, Trump did something awesome? No. But are we saying that Trump did something where we should impeach him and then just not look at the, current sitting president who did the exact same thing? Who? I just can't, dude. I'm too smart for 2022. Or 2023, whatever. I can't, dude. I can't. I honestly, this is the honest truth. I actually considered brainwashing myself. I told someone that. I was like during COVID and all that stuff, I was like, this is so infuriating. I'm actually seriously considering intentionally just watching MSNBC and CNN so that I can get brainwashed because it's too painful, dude. It's so bad for my soul to be able to actually see the whole playing field and then listen to these guys constantly winning, just constantly winning. And just, you're like, I can't, dude. I would rather get brainwashed and then at least think that I'm winning with them as opposed to actually understanding the way that the world works and then having to watch them break everyone's brains. I can't, dude. I can't. But now Elon bought Twitter. How you like them apples, dude? Ooh, that doesn't taste very good when the shoe's on the other foot. You guys don't like that? You guys don't like that, do you? Elon is a white supremacist. Shut up. Elon is just exposing what you guys did. That's all. So, boo. Shut up.